In the 3rd century AD, London was a frontier town in the Roman Empire. The soldiers who lived here were hardened by years of military campaigns, and their religious practices were as hardcore as their daily lives. If we look at Neolithic monuments from about 3500 BC, West Kent at Longbarrow, for example, we can see that they're monuments on a much smaller scale. Shoot forwards 1,000 years, and suddenly the undertakings are huge. Avebury Stone Circle, the megaliths at Stonehenge, and, of course, Silbury Hill. These are monuments on steroids.
Marianne, what about your first impression?
Well, what I try and do every round is pretend as if I've walked into a room and these are the other people in the room with me. Because as humans, we've evolved to be good at judging things very quickly and taking in the whole picture.
So great advice, Simon. Really trust those gut instincts.
This isn't the way that the people who built Silbury would ever have experienced it. It was never meant to have a tunnel or a passage or anything to get inside the hill. But it's just a phenomenal way of being able to understand the archaeology and to sort of get down to the anatomy of Silbury. Anthropology is the study of humans, from our evolution to our biological relationship with apes and with each other, through to humans' complex social lives, the way we construct our families and our societies, our ceremonies and our rituals, whether that's a baby's christening or buying a round in the pub. Anthropology is about the way we understand and look at the world around us. Why are Big Brother and Wife Swaps so successful? It's because they appeal to the anthropologist in each of us.
Please welcome our resident anthropologist, Marianne Ochota.
Hi, Marianne.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Good to see you. Now, let's... By the way, you look tremendous, if I may say so.
Thanks. It's good to see that you're kind of going for a dress-down Sunday look.
It's been a very hot Sunday afternoon, Marianne.
No excuse, Richard.
We're early these days as well, so I thought I'd go cash.
I'm not sure.
I like what you're doing with your fringe as well this week.
It's gone away.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Imagine you're living in this area 4,000 years ago, and you meet these new people with this strange new metalworking technology. They grind stone, heat it in a fire that's hotter than any you've seen before, and they turn it into glittering metal. It would have seemed like sorcery. The norms of this community are completely dysfunctional. Stealing's tolerated, laziness is the norm. They don't have any kind of sanctions for a process of sanctioning behaviour that they don't approve of.
You ain't cut no wood, you ain't killed no chow.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
I think the bottom line is that they don't necessarily need an allocated, clear, defined leader. What they need is some sense of personal and social responsibility. I mean, even when they're individually suffering, they're hungry, thirsty and cold, and still they lie in their sleeping bags, being feckless. 200 years ago, a beautiful woman was plump and pale-skinned. It denoted that she was wealthy and well-fed. Nowadays, it's the exact opposite. A beautiful girl can never be too tanned or too thin. And in the 21st century, your appearance doesn't just say something about your social position. Nowadays, people will make judgments about your emotional and moral integrity based solely on the way you look. So if they think you're fat, they also think that you're boring, you're lazy, and you're stupid. Yeah, right.